What's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Fine Monday to y'all. Why am I on this side? Why am I over here? Wait. Oh, there we are. I guess it was an instant deck tech recording position. Welcome. What is up, Thomas Flake, Zelda Zach, Admiral Blastos, Arthur General? More Moto is always a good thing. It's a good time to be playing some Moto. Iron Dreaded, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. What's up, Zim Zyvan, a Ninja Turtle Jr.? Welcome you as well for the 9th month. Big super cheer for our re-subscribers. So, give you some good news. I got some good news for you today. We are going to we're gonna make the whole world go extinct. Oh, I can't believe we're playing this deck. I'm actually really hyped for this deck. Never Raptor, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. What's up, Brian Okafor, Michaelith? Howdy how. Elucid, good to see you. Dark Prince, welcome. I mean, how could we not play this deck? I do not believe I'm saying these words, but someone actually 5-0'd with this. I think it was Aspiring Spike. 5-0'd a Pioneer League with a deck that is very similar to our Against the Odds deck. There are some changes. The addition of the Star of Extinction is like a primary combo aspect, but it's very much like our Against the Odds deck, and it went 5-0. Like, how could we not? Deathbell Warcry, Star of Extinction. Like, how could we not play this deck once it 5-0'd? Some Modern Jun planned someday. Possibly. I'm down for Modern Junning if people want to see it. You can't make the world free, fee better by streaming Moto unless your stream being shut down. So anyway, that's our plan for today. We are Minotauring, Extinctioning, Deathbell Warcry and Pioneer. So I'm hyped for this deck. I think it's going to be sweet. And we're almost to spoiler season. Spoiler season starts Thursday, so we're very close to new Magic cards, and I'm hyped for Ikoria, and it's going to be a fun week. It is going to be a fun week. We're going to get so many. I just realized they're giving us Commander decks and a full set in 9 days, I think, of spoilers, including the weekend, which means we're going to be getting a ridiculous number of spoiler cards every day. It's got to be like 50 cards a day or something insane, so it is going to be a ridiculous week of spoilers. Star of Extinction with Boros Record or True Fire Captain Stuffy Doll. That is good. I wish Stuffy Doll was in Pioneer. Elp for the 12th month, 1 year resub. Wow to you. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Big super cheer for you. Thank you so much. The Vets on Arena would be so awesome if you played against Sparky. I wonder if they would ever give you rewards for Sparky. What are your thoughts on the 3 leaked cards from a few days ago? Oh my goodness. So, I'm not going to show the cards on stream. I'm not even 100% sure if they're real. I lean towards them being real. But if you haven't seen them, they're like Godzilla. It was one of them. That was the main one that sticks out to me. Definitely interesting. They look like some sort of probos. I don't know. What do you think of crossovers? I'm really curious what you think. My initial reaction was I didn't like it, but my taste for guest stars and crossovers, as I mentioned on Twitter, has been tainted by The Simpsons, like jumping the shark once they started putting guests in every episode, guest stars in every episode. I am staying very safe in quarantine, so I don't know. Like, maybe it's cool, maybe it's not cool. I think Magic is always referred to other things. Like, we have Robber the Rich, which is Robin Hood, but it doesn't say Robin Hood. Having actual Godzilla, I don't know. Couldn't we just have a dinosaur that refers to Godzilla? But maybe, like, as a promo, it's fine. It'll be interesting. We'll see if they are actual cards. Like, they could not even be real, so we will find out. Hey, Seth, there are cards that appear in my Moto collection, but says I don't have them. Is this a glitch or a thing? Ooh, so a trick, and I probably should have said this, try clicking here on your deck. Oh, I guess there's actually not an option for it. It might be that you have a different version of them. Like, you own a Dragon Skull Summit, but you have the wrong version in the deck. If you right-click, there should be a button that will fix that says, add versions in my collection or something like that. So that will hopefully take care of it for you. Debate Bro, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Anyway, did I like the My Little Pony cards? So here's the difference. I think the My Little Pony cards are fine. The Transformer card was fine. The big difference is, if these are real, and they're what they seem to be, these would be in black border. These are like actual standard cards in a standard set. So we've had weird crossovers that are like, it's a silver border thing, like you can buy them, but we haven't had that in standard sets. Like, what's the logical extreme of that? Like, imagine Pepsi paying Wizards X million of dollars to have an equipment that's a can of Mountain Dew, that's called Mountain Dew. Like, would you want that in your game? Would we want that in Magic? It'd probably make Wizards a ton of money if people kept buying Magic cards, even after they started doing that. Like, what is the logical extreme of that? So, I don't know. I'm just not super comfortable with the concept of crossovers in black border sets that are actually referenced by name. That's my initial reaction, but we know nothing. They might not even be real. It could be an April Fool's joke. They could be fake cards. Maybe I'm going to love them after we know what they are. Maybe they're like some promo thing and it all makes a ton of sense once we see them. So, Pepsi Man and MTG. Mountain Dew is the land that taps for blue, green, red, comes into play untapped. But I mean, why couldn't they do that? Couldn't they have have product placement in Magic cards? Didn't they do it with My Little Ponies? They did, but those aren't legal cards. Like, that's kind of the big difference. Is it seems like Godzilla is like a legal card that you can play in standard. My Little Ponies was just like a fun silver border promo. If your playgroup lets you play them in Commander, that's fine. So that's kind of like the difference, I think. But anyway, let's do our reminders, talk about this deck, start playing Magic, then we can talk about Mountain Dew Magic cards, Godzilla Magic cards, what we want from Ikoria, what we did over the weekend. How's everyone doing? It's been a few days since we've hung out. Everyone doing all right? Hopefully everyone is surviving the quarantine and so forth. So I would pay good money for a Planeswalker eating Doritos. Oh, don't tempt them. If Doritos gave Wizards enough money, they would probably do it. You get a Chandra that was eating Doritos or something. All right, let's run in a six-pack. The possibilities are endless. Think of how much money Wizards could make. I'm surprised they haven't started doing that already. Like, they could probably get paid a lot of money for that. All right, Replay YouTube. That's where you'd find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube. We did some land destructing last night in Modern for Much of Brew. The deck wasn't 100% there. A lot of people apparently did not watch the wrap-up because we talked about the changes I'd make to the deck. But Trinisphere is insane. It is an insane Magic card. So yeah, if you haven't checked that out, you definitely should, because the deck is really fun and it did some sweet prisony things. A reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom, and this afternoon is Card Kingdom. And if you need some Magic the Gathering cards, you know where you get them? Over at cardkingdom.com. You can even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order note. So thank you so much to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Yeah, no Blood Moon is a little bit weird. That is true. It worked. I don't think not having Blood Moon was an issue, honestly, even though I tend to play Blood Moon in decks like that. The other Eidolon of the Great Revel was weird. Boom Bust was painful. I don't think we casted Boom Bust a single time because we were going to lock ourselves under Trinisphere, but the deck was still pretty good even as it was. Otherwise, Discord, new and improved. Check it out if you're interested in some Magic conversations. Merch page, got ways to support the stream and the channel and the site, tokens, t-shirts, all that good stuff. Donations, always appreciated, never required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. Why didn't I run Pillage? So, if I was building the deck, I would have run Pillage, but it's a deck tech deck, and with instant deck tech decks for Much Brew, unless I see something that's like amazingly off, I usually try to play them mostly as is without making significant changes. There's kind of like, I think, a slippery slope. Like, if I was building the deck, I definitely would have played Pillage. But I think part of what I like, and maybe I'm wrong about Much Brew, but part of what I like is we kind of play other people's decks, sometimes from infamous small Japanese tournaments, sometimes from Moto Leagues, and then we can talk about how we would improve them. Maybe I should just improve them. Maybe, what would you rather see? Would you rather just play the instant deck tech deck, outside of like egregious situations where it's like, obviously something needs to change, but would you rather just play the instant deck tech deck and then have a discussion about how we can improve it? Or would you rather be like, try to improve it and then make the video and cross our fingers that I actually improved it? Strictly better cards should be an exception. I honestly think I would have, if I was adding Pillage, I would have replaced Boom Bust with Pillage. Like, is Pillage better than Stone Rain? Yes, but Stone Rain wasn't a problem. Stone Rain's fine. The problem was Boom Bust, really. So that, but we talked about all that in the wrap up too. So one match each. That's an interesting idea. We're actually, today's Budget Magic is upgradey. I'm excited to see what people think of it. It should hopefully be a good one. But anyway, let's start playing Magic, talk about this deck, and we talk about this stuff as we're going along. Why not 3 with the original and then 2 games with your upgrades? That could be a good possibility as well. That's kind of what today's Budget Magic is like. My audio is cutting out. Really? That's not good. Like clipping, redlining too loud, or just like going in and out? Interesting. Maybe try refreshing. Maybe that is the issue on your end. Anyway, all right. So I saw this deck this morning and realized we had to play it. I'm calling it Minotaur Extinction. I believe it came from Aspiring Spike as a person who 5-0'd with it. So this deck, if you remember our Deathblow Warcry Against the Odds, it shares a lot of similarities with the twist. So the main idea of this deck, we cast Deathblow Warcry, lets us tutor for 4 different Minotaurs directly into play. We are using Vessel Volatility, we're using Ironquake Feet to ramp into it to hopefully get it down quicker. Chandra also ramps us into it and draws us cards, so that's our ramp pad. If we resolve Deathblow Warcry, we get to get a Kog'Maw Warcaller, gives all of our Minotaurs haste, +2/+0 when they attack, Fanatic Amogus for direct damage, Rageblood Shaman for trample, something like Boros Reckoner or Minotaur Aggressor to close out the game. It ends up being like 30-some damage. So we resolve Deathblow Warcry, we should win the game on the spot. The cool thing about this build is it's actually doing something that we had in our sideboard a little bit in the Against Odds deck, but it's also all in on Starving Station. Starving Station, 20 damage to everything, blow up a land. If we can Boros Reckoner with a Starving Extinction, we get you 20 our opponent. So this is another combo. So Boros Reckoner, Starving Extinction, also lethal. And that's basically the deck. We are hoping to assemble one of these 2 combos. Either resolve Deathblow Warcry and win, resolve Starving Extinction with Boros Reckoner out and win. And that's it. That's all we're trying to do. Ramp, Cathartic Reunion for some consistency. That is the deck. That is the whole plan of the deck. The other cool thing about this deck is the semi-transformational sideboard. So, rather than our combos, maybe we're in a creature-free matchup, and Starving Extinction isn't very good as a Wrath, we can take out, like, Boros Reckoner Starving Extinction, and bring in a bunch of Planeswalkers that we can ramp into. Chandra, uncounterable. Ugin, unbeatable for the most part. We also have Anger the Gods for aggro, Leyline of Sanctity, mulligan into it to protect our hand from discard, and that's a deck. That's what we're doing. It 5-0'd somehow. Kate Silver, I don't know how many leagues it had to play to get the 5-0, but this deck actually 5-0'd. So Kate Silver, for the 4th month, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I'm excited for it. Like, man, if we 5-0 with this, I don't know what I do. I think the deck's actually, like, kind of decent. Is it a deck that I would expect to 5-0 with consistently? No, but it definitely can happen. It did happen. 5-0 in 4th league. Okay. That sounds about reasonable. I mean, a 5-0 is a 5-0. Did you watch the league? Was it a pretty normal league, or was it like, everyone mulligan to 4 or something? You never know. Feel like we could run Blood Crypts. We don't really have black cards we want to cast for the most part. Hey, see you, Blue Cheese. Thanks for swinging by for a minute. Hope all is well with you. Enjoy the working. Yeah, we don't really have too many black cards we want to cast. Always fear the Dark Horse deck. People don't know what's going on. That is our advantage with this deck, is people just really don't know. Minotron? But we don't have Tron. Watch us play versus Heliod combo exclusively. We're probably good against Heliod combo, honestly. Seth's videos in stream were the only thing that help me remember what day it is. I'm lucky that I remember what day it is most of the time. And that comes through a lot of times in the stream intro. Stream mode achieved. So hopefully everyone's holding up well. I guess I can see the Tron comparison. I can see it. Ooh. Does this hand win us the game? Boros Reckoner start. Alright, sure. Sure. I mean, this looks like a turn 4 kill potentially. If nothing goes wrong. Turn 3 Boros Reckoner. Turn 4 Iron Crank Starving Extinction. GG. I love land destruction video, but the dub split card was worst worth LD spell ever. Yes, that was really bad. Hey, welcome, Zyre. I'm glad you made it. I mean, it's 2 lands, but we can Cathartic Reunion for more. Ugh, counterspell deck? Okay. Ooh. Well, Mountain Go. I don't know how this goes against... I know counterspells are a weakness of this plan. That's probably why there's 4 Chandras in the sideboard. Hey, Seth, what do you think with everyone having to play Arena? Do you think Wizards will ban some cards? Ooh, Jace Friend's Protege. Well, I mean, we're going to do what we're going to do. We're going to play Vessel. Pass the turn. Boros Reckoner. Pass the turn. Fingers crossed we can resolve all your Craig feet. Oh, yeah, Bojack is really good. It is one of the best Netflix originals. It might be the best Netflix original. Back to the Inverter plan. Why do we always play Inverter like 50% of the time when we Pioneer Leagues? I've been avoiding Pioneer Leagues because we play Inverter so much, but I couldn't resist this deck. Oh, I'm sorry, Debate Bro. Oh, I still have to get to that. My apologies. I still will, though. Opponent, Jason. Discarding Jaces. Aww. Zyre for the 27th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. I haven't watched Stranger Things since season 1. Is it worth it? Should I take the Iron Craig feet? Yeah. Watery Grave tapped. I think we're going to Vessel out Chandra. That's got to be the right play. Vessel. Sack it up to 4. Land Chandra. Chandra killed Jace. All right. Fingers crossed. Hope for the best. Should do real Tron stream. Do you really want to see Tron? Would you actually enjoy it? We played the Dice Tron deck. Well, let's take up Chandra for mana. Boros Reckoner. Vessel. Maybe we can still pull off the combo. Turtle with the helm for the first time. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. All right, no removal, no fatal push. We need the Reckoner to live, and we are presenting lethal. Combo kill. Opponent passes. If our opponent taps out and can't kill, I don't know if we can go for it. Hey, what's up, Derry? How are you? Ooh, Nykthos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's interesting. The problem is, if they kill our Reckoner in response, we kill our Chandra for basically no value. I don't think we could do it. Let's take up Chandra and see what we hit. Nothing. Go to combat. Attack. Oh! 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 Would they take the damage? Alright. Let's Fnatic. Let's wait. Fnatic's still really good here. Like, we're in good shape. I can't do it against Inverter with all this open mana. The odds of them just blowing us out to the max is so high. Huntikar, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Oh, they had it! They had it! Good thing we did not go for it. Woo! Woo! We would have probably lost the game if we went for it. The untapped Fabled Passage when our opponent's flooding definitely is suspicious. No. No. No, no, no. Huh. Now what? Now what? Well, take up Chandra. Opponent goes to 5. Opponent's last card has got to be Jace or... It's got to be Jace or... No, it's all like Thought Seizes. Nothing of note. Well... So they have to have Oracle or Jace in hand. That has to be the one card in hand. Go to combat. Attack, attack. Oh. Minotaur Aggressor? Have we found the recipe for beating Inverter? It's Minotaurs. Maybe Minotaurs is the solution. That it is. And it's actually good. Opponent's got a chump. Force in the jump block. Opponent to 1. Please tell us they can't kill us. Opponent untaps. 5 cards in the deck. Scoops it up. Whoo! We found it. We found the recipe. Oh, Lord. Oh, did you see the unofficial spoilers for Ikoria over the weekend? That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I did. I don't know if they're real or not, but I didn't pay too much attention to what the cards actually did. It was more the names of seeing like Godzilla and stuff like that was the focus. I mean, spoilers are coming very soon, so wow, that was Minotaur Aggressor. A card that you would not even play in Limited, taking down the monster of the Pioneer format. Alright, so how do I want to sideboard against Inverter is interesting. I kind of want just ley lines to protect from discard. Ugin doesn't really stop our opponent's kills. Chandra doesn't really stop our opponent's kills. Is Standard still being played on Moto? It is. It's not played as much as it's not being played as much as it is on Magic Online, but it is still played. With mystery boosters being given another print run to WPN stores, online retailers, where do you think box prices will settle? I think it's going to depend on how many there are. Is there actually information on the supply of them? I mean, they probably won't be less than $100. Maybe they go down a little bit. Oh, hello from the U.S., Bruco. How is everything going in Italy? Yeah, let's leyline. We're going to keep the deck basically the same. Go down 1 Warcaller. Go down 1 Star of Extinction. Go down... 1... Star of Extinction... and a Cathartic Reunion. All right, here we go. Here we go. Hey, thank you, BG Stilts. Yeah, that deck was super fun. 5-0 my second Modern League yesterday. That's to your getting started video. Ooh, congratulations, ATX Magic. What are you playing in Modern? What do you think of the MTG Forged app for MTG? I'm not familiar with that, I don't think. Okay, okay, okay. This we will keep. We will put Cathartic Reunion to the bottom. Well, alright, opponent. Could work. It could work. Am I playing any other games beside Magic now? Not really. Have you? I've played. What did I play? Oh, my younger brother convinced me to play Golf Blitz on my phone. I don't think that counts though. Alex Mateo for the 10th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you. I might just quit Magic and make Golf Blitz content. Honestly, show you how to make holes in ones on on the sticky course. Opponent's passing. I mean, if our opponent doesn't have counters, this hand is the nuts. Vessel. Riza. I mean, we are going to go for it. Are we going to win the game next turn? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have... This would be insane. This would be insane. Spoiler season starts on Thursday. Opponent gets an island. Ugh. We draw aggressor. I think we wait for him to tap out. I think we wait. Right now we even get got by Censor. We can't be hit by discard. Let's just let our opponent tap out and then kill them. Da-da-da! Oh! Move over, inverter! Oh, yes, yes. Sack the vessel. Iron Craig Fee, Land, Deathbellow Warcry. We will take you, and you. Yes, please. Can you imagine our... Yes! Good start, good start. We always lose to Inverter, and we got him good that game. Could you imagine our let's say our opponent's a spiky player trying to 5-0 leagues. They're like, I'm playing the best deck in the format. Can you imagine how salty they have to be when they get Minotaur? Wow, that was impressive. Taking down the best deck of the format with ease. Icarius Boilers start so soon. I believe there's a stream on Wizards Twitch at 10 a.m. Eastern on Thursday. And then spoiler season kicks off right after that. And obviously I can't tell you about Goldfish spoiler cards, but I will tell you one thing, which is we have way more spoiler content than we've ever had in the past. So much. When am I playing for Commander Clash tomorrow? That's right, tomorrow night is Commander Clash Live. I was actually going to ask you all about that. After this game, remind me. Oh, all right, we'll keep. Boros Reckoner, Nykthos, Star of Extinction. That could work. It could work. Minotaur is... Okay, spirits. Interesting. Well, Mountain Go. We'll see if we can resolve our Star of Extinction through the spirits jank. So Commander Clash Live tomorrow night. Spoiler time. Spoiler time. Slightly later than our normal stream time. Stream time, but a little later, 7 Eastern. So about an hour later than normal. I might try to come on a little bit before we start to talk about decks and stuff, but I do want your help deciding what deck to play because the theme is Crim Week. So we have to build a Crim deck, and I don't know. No, we just played first, so they haven't missed a land drop yet. So I don't know. I have two options, and I don't know which one to play. Yeah, if you have a spoiler to give out. David, it is still welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. I wanted to build a deck with no lands, but I haven't been able to figure out a way to make a commander deck with 0 lands that is even like slightly functional. Next season is shaping up. Crim will be around, but he will not be a every week cast member next season. Well, keep reckoning. Mountain, combat, attack. Well, the question is going to be, can we resolve this Nykthos through the spirits? That is the one and only, or can we resolve this Star of Extinction through the spirits? No. Crim is not leaving Goldfish. Crim's content will still be around. Just how, how through the life of Commander Clash, we have always rotated each season. Oh, that Wanderer is going to kill us. Next season, Crim will be one of the rotators, where he won't be in every episode. Oh, I guess we're just dead on the spot. Well, that's what happens when you draw all lands and Spirits has a fast clock with a bunch of lords. Yes. Crim's not leaving. He's just not on every episode of Commander Clash, but he will be on some of them. Next season of Commander Clash is, season 8, I think it is. It's doing stuff that we've never done before. Never done before in the entire history of the season. Tomer started working for Goldfish full-time. He has some ideas for this season, so it's going to be an interesting experiment to see how this goes. I actually think that against Spirits, this is probably a matchup where we're supposed to take out all of our combo pieces and bring in all of our Planeswalkers. That would be my guess. At least some of them. Like, Chandra can wrath the board. Ugin can wrath the board. Anger of the Gods, we definitely want to wrath the board. So we bring in Anger. Oh, how do we sideboard here? Jen and Tom, yes. I'm sure that Jen and Tom will be coming back at some point here and there. I would love to have them on as guests again in the future, too. Yeah, Ugin seems unbeatable. How many combo pieces? Do we take out all the combo pieces? Sideboarding with this deck is actually kind of tricky. We need the ramp. Do we also want Chandra? Maybe we just take out the Minotaurs. And we just go with Planeswalkers? Like, what if we went down Deathbellow Warcry? Rageblood Shaman. Fanatic Amogus. Warcaller. How bad of an idea is this? And we're just like, Planeswalker ramp? The Mike Arnold! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. And maybe we keep Rageblood over Aggressor. It seems like that could work. Seems like it could work. I came here to see a Minotaur second match. I mean, it's just a matchup thing. You should have saw the first match. The first match, there were Minotaurs for days. Okay. Can you beat a Chandra? Can you beat a Chandra? Hey, I'm doing well, Wilkes. How are you? This hand looks like he can play Chandra fast. And hopefully Chandra wins us the game. We'll see. This is what, turn 3 Chandra? Land go. Because we can Vessel, Ironcrag, Chandra. And Chandra can't be countered, which is nice. Now, Mountain, Vessel, go. Yeah, I mean, turn 3 Chandra seems reasonable. Opponent plays a land, and Supreme Phantom. Whew! They just keep coming. So this is 4. So we do have to Ironcrag feat. Play the land. Crack Vessel. Ironcrag feat. Chandra. Number 1. Kill Supreme Phantom. Pass the turn. Hey Seth, I brewed an 85 land in Nala deck that I think is perfect for you. Ooh. Doesn't anything that doesn't meet Commander Clash criteria can replace with basic land. 85 lands is a lot. Opponent. Empyrean Eagle. Well, Emblem. Play a land. Play a Vessel. Go. Ping! That is spicy for sure. That's really spicy. Treasure Hunt Commander. I have not played a Treasure Hunt deck. Why did you not play the second Vessel? Because of... how do we do this? If only we had Ugin. Ugin is so much better than Chandra here. Yeah, because of Ironcrag feat, we can only cast one more spell. Could you play Turtle Tribal in any format? Turtle with Helmet. I will try to get Turtle Tribal on an Against Odds pull at some point. Yeah, we did beat Inverter somehow. Yes, there will be more random Commander clashes. You could have played Vessel first. I don't think we had the mana to. Did we? Yeah, alright. I'm sure our opponent's got to have Collected Company here, I would assume. Pass the turn. Opponent. Collected Company. And I will show you. You got to help me. We got to do a poll on what Crim deck to play. Alright. 2 spirits. Sure. Ping ping. Down to 15. Is it going to be enough, though? Our Chandra's dying. What else does our opponent have in hand? Hopefully not more Lords. Wait, what are we getting punted for? Yes, tomorrow's stream is Commander Clash live stream. What is your idea for the Crim stream? Well, I mean, we got to go for it. If they can flash in a Lord, this is a pretty big blowout. Ooh, moment of truth. Well, all right. Board swept for now. Oh! How many Collected Companies does our opponent have? Oh, Lord and Rattlejade's not good, not good, not good. MH1 flashback drafts start Wednesday, already dropping prices a ton. I mean, that's a good thing. MH1 prices need to go down on Moto. Build around deck fitting. Hey, what's up, Doug? How are you? Good to see you. Hope all is well with you. I wanted to build a 0 land deck, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. Vessel. Land. Go. So we're nibbling away at our opponent's life total, but they have so many Collected Companies this game. I feel like we're going to get this Star of Extinction countered and lose. 15. Oh, no, not like this. Why would they run out that deputy? It's not even good. Oh, no. We need a land. We need a land. We need a land. And our opponent not to have a counter, which they probably do. Gets it. Hits us. Oh no, down to 10. Well, that's on a land, but that is decent if it resolves. Oh, okay. Okay. Staying alive. Staying alive. Chandra emblems. Tip it down. Tick it down. 8, 7. The countdown is on. What is the lowest amount of lands you could imagine playing in Commander? Like, what is the lowest you can think of? MacGyvered, a sort of streaming setup with cell phones and Google Hangout to play Commander with friends. Ooh, that's awesome, Doug. That's super cool. No, well, I mean, I appreciate the numbers, and those are realistic numbers, but I want to go full on meme mode. Like, could you build one land Belcher in Commander or something? Oops, all spells in Commander. That's what I wanted to do, was find a way to do something like that, like some sort of full on meme to troll Krim for not playing enough lands in his deck. 5, 6. Well, in that case, we will just starve Extinction. Actually, we should probably Ugin, right? 3, 2, and 2 is lethal. All right. Well, sack Vessel, add mana, Ugin. The Planeswalker plan has worked. I like our sideboard plan. Ugin. An opponent. Scoops it up. The Jake is working. The Jake is working. Oh, you can't Battle of Wits. I mean, you can play Battle of Wits, but can I tell you about our previews? I cannot tell you about the previews other than to say you're going to want to keep an eye on the Goldfish site throughout spoiler season, because we have more spoiler stuff to show off for you than ever before. So it's going to be an exciting spoiler season. But I can't tell you anything about the cards or anything like that. That's against the rules. But I can tell you there are more previews than we've ever had before. I was actually surprised. There's more previews than I expected. That I am lucky and thankful to be able to show off for you. I wish I could find people to play Magic with, but they are all haunty, don't explain things, and tell me to figure it out. Well, I'm sorry, Sorosa, and that sounds like not the best play group. Is it another? No, Uro was last set. We already did that one. That would be funny if it was Uro again. It's always your spoiler card. Yeah, sure, Doug. I would like to see it. So treasure chests rotate with sets normally. So I think that would be 2 Wednesdays from now when they do the update for Ikoria. Treasure chests should rotate or be updated alongside them. 97 land Maelstrom Wanderer. Ooh. Any tips for working from home? I'm not used to it. It is an adjustment for sure. I think you got to treat it like a real job. I think that's you got to try to stay in your routine. Get up and make your coffee or whatever you do. Try to keep the routine and the normalcy going, I think, is the biggest challenge. Because if you're not used to working from home, it's easy to think of home as like your place to relax and do other stuff. So that is a bit of a challenge. But I think staying in that routine as you would for work, getting dressed, making your coffee, whatever. I think that goes a long way. Chef DP and Bridge for Birders, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup chair for you. We'll keep this. We got sweepers, which is good. Well, I mean, you'd probably be watching the stream from work, right? So stream is acceptable. I wouldn't tell you to turn off the stream. Sick of working from home already? I actually kind of enjoy it, but I also would probably have to drive a long ways if I was not working from home. So you could play Endless Horizons and Charbelcher, go Boros, one dual land, all planes. Ooh, win with no lands. That's a sweet idea. The no land Monty for Crim would be Sans White and could run Spear Guides, Flash Hulk, have Food Chain, Serum Powder. See, maybe there is a way to make it work. Maybe we really could make a no land deck work. I do have a good work from home for job for sure. I'm super lucky. Can you have my credit card? I'm trying to avoid putting my credit card number in the stream chat again. Hopefully that was a one-time thing. All right, let's. I think we just anger. Yeah, let's anger. Get rid of the flash. So did everyone just go back to Moto? I mean, Moto's got a place because Arena just doesn't have other formats. Can I get your social security number real quick? Those are the type of things I'm not supposed to give out on stream. Are you and the other goldfish people spread across the country? Countries, yes. Tomer's in Canada. Richard and Krim are in California. I'm in New York. So we are spread out all over North America. Well, we got a plan. We are going to crack a vessel. We are going to play a mountain. Chandra doesn't care about your counter spells. And sweep the board. Oh, no! Opponent! All right. All right, opponent. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. That's unfortunate. Oh yes, and that's true. If you count people like editing videos and helping, literally worldwide. Empyrean Eagle. Ooh, okay. That's actually fine. We will let our Chandra die. The extinction is coming. Oh, so close. We got to do it though. We have to. Iron Craig Feet. Starve Extinction. See you later, spirits. Pass the turn. All right, let's keep hitting land drops. Get back to Chandra. Oh, if we could have only played Reckoner first, Selfless Spirit for our opponent passes. That's a mountain. Play the mountain. Boros Reckoner. One more land. One land away from Chandra. Put it. I think it's too risky to let our opponent untap all their blue mana where they have counter spells. That's why it felt like we had to do it then. Once our opponent has counters available, things get a lot sketchier. Selfless Spirits for days. Okay. I'll hit ya. This isn't great. We still could be losing here. Uh-oh. How often do you meet... Oh, they have collected company. No! Oh. No. Oh. Gamerino. Yeah, well, I mean, if they have collected company, it's game. There's a land. Too late. Minotaurs almost got there. Opponent top deck their Greed Source. And we did not hit the land drop. Well, if they literally whiff, we could live. 0 creatures? Nope. Oh. Oh, that was disappointing. Yeah, we'll have to do another viewer battle stream soon. Do you think there's a chance to return to New Phyrexia? I do. I think eventually we will return to New Phyrexia. Wow, I wanted that one. I thought we had that one. Well, I guess our Pile of Jank showed its power. We just came up a tiny bit short there. Ugh. Um, Sebastian Passo pretty good at Magic. Pretty good at drawing green sources when we're missing land drops. So, all right, which of these decks? Which of these decks do you think I should play for Crim Week for Commander Clash? Yeah, Sebastian is good at Magic. Have you had a lot of fun with the mono white deck past few days? Ooh, let me see, Waistcoat. Devoted to Angels. Ooh. I have not seen many white devotion decks in my standard. Not any white devotion decks. That's definitely a fun looking deck. Bishop of Wings is a cool card. Ah, that looks fun. So for Crim deck, I got the boring one. Boring, quote unquote. This would be the like respectful Crim deck. It's got all the Crim stuff. It's got counterbalance top. It's demons. It's Grixis. This is the nice Crim deck. So that's one option. I feel like that would be. The toddlers come to join us for a few minutes. Say hi to Joseph. Hey, Joseph. Thank you for swinging by. So this is a nice one. Demon Tribal, Grixis, fun, crimmy. The other one, which I don't know if I actually am going to do it or not, but the other one, after white bordering Andrew on Andrew Week, I kind of wanna play this one, which is the equivalent of white border Jun for Andrew. Basically, this Crim did play Thrun once, so that's my justification. But this is kind of the opposite. It's all the cards that Crim hates: Carnage Tyrants, anything that is can't be countered, preferably also hexproof or protection from blue and black. So that is the other one. I don't know how mad people will be if I play it though. So what do you think, chat? Which one should we play? Do we play the Thrun Crim deck, or do we play the counterbalance top demon Solkadar Crim deck? Vote now! Veil of Summer is in there. It's got to be in there. I could maybe find a way to add Thrun and Counterbalance into the same deck. Put them all together. I don't know if everyone is going to play. Can't keep that. If everyone's playing like serious Counterbalance decks, then maybe I should be playing a serious Counterbalance deck. Prowling Separapart is in there. Basically, almost anything in Magic that's green and says can't be countered is in the deck. Well, alright. Cathartic Reunion to the bottom. Please don't thought seize us. Do you think Veil of Summer was a mistake? It should be banned from more formats. Maybe. I was talking to Joe today. Joe's actually guesting on the podcast. Joe Dyer, who does the Legacy and Vintage articles on the site. Ooh. Aw. Counters. Boo. Well, we'll see. This deck probably doesn't play that many counters, because it needs blue symbols on the battlefield. So maybe we'll be fine. We can win pretty fast with this ad. And Joe was saying how he thought that it was maybe too good in Legacy. So maybe it should be banned in more places. I think it's definitely on the fence at least. Opponent. Oh, opponent. Well, all we need is mana. That's all we need. This is +2, so we're at 5, 6, 7. If we draw Iron Crag Feet, we win. Chandra would help get us there. Another Vessel would get us there. We have the Death by the Warcry in hand. We could also just draw Star of Extinction and win that way. Oh, Vessel. Okay, play Vessel. Play the Lad. This deck is actually kind of legit. It's like a little legit. All right. No whammies. No whammies. Opponent passing. Oh, all right. Opponent's life is about to end. End. So we'll crack Vessel, +2. Vessel, +2. Mountain. Oh, if they spell pierce us, I swear to God. I swear, opponent. Warcry, Rage Blood, Aggressor, Warcaller, Fanatic, and here they come. Minotaurs. Oh, if we got Spell Pierce, it would be so bad. It's so much damage. It's so much damage. Oh, got him. Opponent, 0.5, and that does it. I mean, we beat Inverter with it fully powered earlier. Huh. How do we want to change? So opponent's going to bring in infinite counters. That's like all their sideboard is. How do we beat infinite counters? Yeah, we did. We did take down Inverter. Yeah, I think we got to bring in Chandra for sure. Leyline. All right, let's... I feel... Didn't we play this deck? The Leyline Devotion deck? I'm trying to remember exactly what cards it had in it. It's probably something like this. Oracle, Borrower, Gadwick, Reflector Mage, Thassa. Oh, Agent of Treachery. Million Counters. Agiog's Erasure. Ugh. There's a lot of things that would be bad for us there. Some sort of blue devotion deck. Drop the reunions. Oh, they're so nice for adding consistency. But maybe we just hope for the best? Anger the Gods might be worth it too. Or Ugin. Maybe we go down to Warcaller and Aggressor for 2 Ugins. Yeah, alright, big stuff. Big stuff. Here we go. The problem is with Cathartic Reunion is if it does get countered, it's a huge blowout. We just like 3-for-1 ourselves. I kind of miss having more Nykthoses. This build only has 1 Nykthos. We have all of our combos, but none of our mana. I think we keep. I think we keep it. Hope we get there. Oh, sorry, Benny. It is greedy. We need mana. More Chandras. Alright. Mana. So, how's everyone been playing Legacy lately? Playing Magic lately? Will Richard make a guest appearance anytime soon? Would love to see 2-3 Jun League with him recording. Possibly, ping him and tell him to... Oh, no. So many Chandras. Ping him and tell him you want to see him do a Jun League. I mentioned it to him before. He's busy with stuff, but might be able to talk him into it. MTG is mothing for the 12th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. 1 year resub. Thank you so much. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Opponent getting tricky. Hits us. Oh, you really need lands. We might be getting punished for keeping this 2-lander. Okay, sure, yeah, we're fine, we're good, no worries. No worries. I met Mero in Vegas last year. I actually haven't asked him what he's playing in Modern recently. About it. So many Chandras. Silver! First time sub! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Well, we hit a land. Little late to the party. Yeah, Mero's not very big. Essence Scatter. Huh! I was not expecting Essence Scatter. Nykthos. Yeah, maybe we want the Anger of the Gods. You know, seems like a 7-drop is always on top. Time for Combustible. Combustible could actually be sweet in this deck. Our CMC is ridiculously high. That actually sounds kind of fun. Ugh. Game. Yeah. All right. Well, that went about as bad can go. Yeah, I think Twitch has been having some issues lately with so many people like home and streaming. Maro is party size. That's basically true. Ooh, let me see Samurai Dance Rules. Canadian Prime Minister, hello again. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Welcome, Wounded Satellite. Good to have you. Hope all is well. Yeah, I think it's just overloading Twitch, honestly. Oh, this feels rough skis. Rough skis. Ugin deals with master waves. Keeping the board clean also deals with master waves. Turns out Boros Reckoner is a big Minotaur for a Minotarget for Essence Scatter. Oh, that is so true. I haven't seen anyone playing Essence Scatter in Pioneer. It's kind of weird that it's even a thing our opponent's doing, but... Your same plan is against spirits. Wow, this is the fairest Minotaur hand. Alright. This is a Minotaur tribal hand. We can just curve out and attack with Minotaurs and... just like we're playing original Theros standard. Hey, what's up, Verbit? We're Minotauring. Does anyone know if we'll have an arena preview game mode on Wednesday? I have not heard any. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know of one, but I could have missed it. I've been playing more Moto than Arena lately as we wait for new cards. Come on, lands! More lands. Island. Opponent passes. Alright, that's a land. Well, get down Vessel. Let's see if Minotaur Tribal can work. Oh, I wish Trinisphere was Pioneer legal. Although it's not as good without good land destruction, honestly. Well, alright, Rageblood resolves. Wow, nothing with Flash. Okay, here we come. Gaddy. Yeah. Well, I think it's Chandra time. Whoo. Well, play Chandra. Get rid of Gadwick. Keep our opponent's board clear for Master Waves. Get in with Rageblood. We might be able to get the Boros Reckoner combo. Hit ya. 18. Oh, it might be happening. What would you have played if you did Magic Online Qualifiers? For, what for? Oh, for Standard? Oh, probably Blue-White Blink. Just because I like it. Although, some sort of Bant pile is really good. What do you think is better for a player's wallet? Arena or Moto? Well, tick up Chandra. Play Boros Reckoner. Go to combat. Attack. That's actually a really interesting question. So, opponent takes 2. Reckoner 2. So, Arena you can play for free. You can't play for free. You can't really play for free on Magic Online. You can kind of play with the starter cards and not upgrade your account, but really you got to pay for Magic Online. On the other hand, if you wanted to play, I don't know, choose a random deck. I believe if you just want to play that deck immediately, I believe it would cost you less to do it on Magic Online than it would on Magic Arena. Over the long term, I mean, if you're gonna grind it out for free, obviously, but if you're just gonna like buy enough packs to do it on Arena compared to just buying the deck on Magic Online, especially over the long run, because your cards actually have value on Magic Online. Where I don't know, I think I showed it in the video. My account probably has like $6,000 worth of cards that have just built up in it. That could actually become $6,000 or close to it if I sold them. When you don't have the option to do that on, how do we do this? One, two, three, four, five. Why is our opponent leaving a mana? What is our right line here? Standard Niv Curiosity combo deck created by drawing cards. That sounds sweet. The Niv deck definitely looks fun, Doug. I'm glad it doesn't have the extra turn spells. Alright, go to... do we want a Warcaller, though? That's a lot of damage. That would force the interaction. Well, go to combat. I mean, if our opponent taps out and our Boros Reckoner is still around... Opponent bounces Boros Reckoner. And I'll take up Chandra for mana. Anger. Get rid of Gadwick. Boros Reckoner. Try to set it up again for next turn, maybe. Pass the turn. We're so close. Currently brewing no land Charbelcher for Commander. Might be able to get you a list by the end of this stream. Ooh. That would be something I would consider playing for Crib Week for the memes. Opponent plays a Thassa. This might be where we have to go for it. This might be it. Another Chandra. 2 cards in hand. Go to combat. Turtletron? Just the name of that sounds hilarious. Attack. Opponent takes it. Let's go. Let's go. We didn't come here to not starve Extinction if we had the chance. Do you have a counter? Do you have a bounce spell? Oh, opponent! They tapped out! They tapped out! 20 you! They didn't know what was going on! Combo! Combo number 2! Oh, it worked! We did it! They didn't have anything! And we're up to 2-1. Yes! Alright, that was... I thought our opponent had something when they started tapping mana, but they just didn't realize they were dead, I don't think. That was sweet. Yeah, this deck is funny, and it's kind of working. What do you think of the, if you follow me on Twitter, what do you think of the video promos? Are those worth doing? Are those increasing your enjoyment? The 4-1 Dream is alive. Indeed, alive and well. Before we go to the next round, a reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards of the Gathering type, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. I did not expect 2-1 from this deck. Yeah, it's actually kind of competitive. And we beat Inverter Woods. When Jank is confusing your opponent so much they don't know what's happening. That's basically what's going on with this deck, I think. At Saffron Olive. I've been trying to post them for for most of the videos that go up on YouTube. The only thing that increases my enjoyment is winning, which is why I hate Magic 99% of the time. You got the 1% win percentage? Pazza was on Spirits. Bant of the Bant variety. And we were super close to winning. We needed one more land and we would have won that match. Promos are the best new thing for Ghostfist since you invited Vince to Commander Clash. Ooh, well, I'm glad you like them. Absolutely. I played No Land Charbelcher and it was amazing. Didn't include things like Etherworks Marvel. I've definitely played... Wait, did you see the Commander Quarters deck? 97 lands, Maelstrom Wanderer, Jace Wielder's Mysteries. I did not. That sounds interesting. Wait, does that work though? Doesn't? Desi J! Welcome to the Fishbowl for the 32nd month. Thank you for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Does that actually work? Ooh. Okay, this works. We will keep... 1, 2... We need more mana. Ugh. Star of Extinction to the bottom, I guess. Go. Oh, Treasure Hunt. Oh, Mana Severance. Okay. Is Card Camp going to do pre-orders and have boxes for sale? Ooh, that's not the draw we wanted. So, I will have to double check. I believe that you could still order stuff, but it is not being shipped right now until the pause is over. That's my current understanding. So, what that means for Icorian specific, I would guess that you'll be able to pre-order, but I do not know that for certain. Well, land go. Opponent's playing something fair. That probably also has Thoughtseize. Ugh. Oh, is it Niv? It might be 5-color Niv to Fairy. Takes it up. And passes. Rageblood Shaman. Go. So close. Are we going to play something else tonight? Possibly, depending on when this league finishes up. Gotta stop be above the bandwidth. Hey, see you, Dan. Thanks for swinging by. We'll be back tomorrow with Commander Clash Live. So hopefully see you then, tomorrow night. Don't it? Fabled Passage. Cracks. So Papa Smurf. Alright, bounces Rageblood. That was expected. The Mono White Devotion deck, it looks fun to me. I don't have a super good sense of... No. Oh, come on. Does our opponent know what our deck's doing? Oh, they have no idea. Sure, that's fine. That's fine. Rageblood down. Oh, that could have went so much worse. Oh, I thought our opponent was going to take a card that mattered. Oh, all right, Bullet dodged. Slaughter Games dodged. The Mono White Devotion deck, that seems like a pretty good take on Mono White Devotion. Heliod might be something to consider if that's not a budget concern, but it seems like it would fit well with the theme of the deck. Vessel you. Opponent is the Muldrifter past the turn. Well, we're getting closer. Except our opponent knows what's going on now, so they might just be able to counter it. We'll see. Scryland. And... Abrupt Decay. All the answers in the world. We cannot draw land to save our lives. We're a 25 land deck. Why is it so hard, deck? Why? Would you like to see my Nightmare Squirrel Trot Fry Korea Standard when I finish it? We don't know the Nightmare Squirrel yet, right, Benny? I mean, I will like to see it. Give me your prediction. What is the Nightmare Squirrel? What do you think the Nightmare Squirrel will be? Do you think it'll be like a cheap, efficient creature or land for the win? I mean, we got to go for it, right? That's why I'm wondering if it's going to be just like a random 1 mana 1/1 or something, or if it's actually going to be like a crazy. Opponent's got the counter spell. Probably. I know. New plan. Boom. Sometimes you got to be aggressive. Out of all the 7 mana things that we could have Iron Crate Fiend to play, Minotaur Aggressor, it's actually got to be very, very far down near the bottom. We're going to tag Teferi. Out of all the things we could have cast off of that Iron Crate Fiend mana. Boat it. Because our opponent has a counter, I'm pretty confident. It looks like they have instant speed bring... Oh, okay, Utter End. Sure. Yeah. Trying to play around the interaction. Hey, Seth, watching Mono Land, loved it. Here's where I would go. Let me take a look. Opponent cracks. Ooh, Rolling Train. That's a spicy addition. I'm not sure about Fulminator. Someone else mentioned Fulminator too. I'm kind of on the Fulminator fence. Only being able to hit non-basics is a drawback. Opponent takes it up. They got Bring to Light in hand. They're holding it to be able to counterspell our combo. Any plans to replay Land Death on stream fell suboptimal. Opponent takes Deathbellow Warcry. Of course. Leaving us with nothing except tears. Fanatic Amogus. Oh, Teferi is the worst. One thing that I thought today that made me happy is maybe with them having to push back Ikoria, maybe that means they'll have to cancel Core Set 2021. And then that would be sweet. Oh, they have Bring to Light too. Opponent just got it all. Yeah, opponent's got it all. Bring to Light. Let's see how many Niv cards they get. Niv. Casts Niv. Oh no. I like core sets. Bring to Light, Hostage Taker, Thought Erasure, Uro, Dreadbore, and we will scoop it up. I like core sets, but core set 2021 apparently is Teferi set. Which, it still blows my mind that Wizards would do that. Was playing around the counter a mistake? They could have countered with Bring to Light, so no, I don't think so. Yeah, I like core sets in general, but I'm skeptical that a Teferi set will be something people are excited about. Why is opponent playing Slaughter Games instead of Unmoored Ego? My guess would be to get around the counters of inverter decks. That would be my assumption. I mean, if there's anything that makes me feel a little bit okay about the Teferi core set, is the Chandra core set was sweet. I just think if you're going to be like, hey, this is the Teferi set, the temptation's going to be to push it, one of them really good. Like, Chandra Awakening, maybe they'll do it like Chandra. Like, maybe the big mythic Teferi is like 6 or 7 mana, 8 mana. Make it like a Karn or an Ugin, where it's really powerful, but it costs a lot of mana. Because, like, Karn and Ugin are busted. Like, they are about as powerful as a Planeswalker can be. But if it cost enough, maybe it'd be fine. Vintage Cube still going for a little bit, while longer. Humble Tales. But hopefully, I don't know. I guess I'm just skeptical because Teferi power levels have been off the chart recently. So a little worried about how that'll actually play out. So opponent's probably going to get more counters. This is such a weird deck. When it's good, it's really good. When it's bad, it is really bad. There's not much middle ground. Either just like the best deck ever or the worst deck ever. Even if the Teferis aren't super strong, it's still going to be super annoying to play against. Maybe, like, you could probably mill to make a not annoying Teferi. I used to like Teferi too. I think I like Teferi as a character. Ooh. Yeah, I think we're actually going to keep this. It doesn't help us beat counters, but if we hit lands, it could work. I used to like Teferi a lot, though. I'm just Teferi'd out. I think that's one of the unintended... So Planeswalkers, in my opinion, when you see the same ones over and over again, they already get a little... Oh, so many vessels, so little mana. When you see the same one over and over again, I think they already start to get boring, and you just get tired of them. So I think one of the weird unintended side effects... Oh, no... of War of the Spark is it showed us all the Planeswalkers a million times. So it kind of feels like that way with a lot of Planeswalkers for me right now. So I think that Teferi in specific, it's just bad timing that there was like best card in Standard Teferi in Dominaria. Then just when everyone was like, okay, Teferi's going to rotate, that was really good, but it's rotating. Then we got best card in Standard Teferi in War of the Spark. Ugh, this is not working out even a little. Yeah, we might be... Well, I guess we shouldn't have kept this in. Cabal set would be sweet. Koth would be a good one to return. Yeah, alright. Sure. Well, that was quick. I guess that's why you don't keep one-landers. So I think my impression of this deck is... It actually reminds me a lot of the Against Odds deck. Where if you dodge interaction, it's actually really powerful. But if your opponent has a lot of interaction, things can go wrong in a hurry. I could definitely see how it could go 5-0, though, if you just hit the right matchups. I imagine, like, the interactive like matchups, you just out Goldfish everyone. Teferi core set with return of both big and... Oh, no. Could you imagine if it was really just a reprint of... This hand doesn't do anything. We don't want to cast Minotaurs. That's better. We'll put Minotaur... I mean, this hand is really good. If nothing goes wrong. Can we dodge the interaction? A Teo set. I kind of actually forgot that Teo was even a Planeswalker already. New Teferi, yeah, like, enter the battlefield, take an extra, +1, take an extra turn. 2 mana, Planeswalker. If there was gonna be a, was this mono red? Okay, we might be able to just race this. So if if you could if you could make a planeswalker set for any planeswalker, which one would it be? I think Tibalt would be funny. I think that would be pretty funny to have a Tibalt set. More. Oh no, how many one drops I got? All of them. Well, we'll see if we're fast enough. Opponent. So slow, so slow. Pass the turn. Oh. Oh, no. Opponent. Urza would be sweet. Ooh, Donovan Bane. I would be down with the Donovan Bane set. Wow, this is just all the one drops. No matter how bad. Oh, it's a oh, okay, so nothing, and we're dead. Well, that was fast. Oh, we even had, I mean, yeah. Opponent is out Goldfish does. Well, Anger the Gods in. Go down a Warcaller. Go down an Aggressor. Go down Cathartic Reunion and a Chandra, maybe? Run it like that. Ooh, Venser. Yeah, Venser is one of my favorite planeswalkers. I can't believe Venser dies and stays dead when Gideon's and Elspeth and... Why is Venser the one that never comes back? When all the... I almost said crappy planeswalkers, but not as cool as Venser planeswalkers. Why do all the not as cool as Venser planeswalkers get to return? Hey, see you, Turtle. Thanks for hanging out. See you tomorrow. Why do all the other planeswalkers get to come back from the dead, but Venser does not? Well, I guess, didn't they have Art of Gideon in, like, some other game? Mana whatever, looking like a cyborg or something? I thought there was Art of Gideon floating around that people took to mean he would probably be... Oh, no. Oh, my goodness, that was the worst. Psycho Smurf for the 41st month. And he just had more Pupper in the future. Really happy with this iteration of Pupper. Dredge. Ooh, let me see you, Psycho Smurf. Welcome back to the Fishbowl, by the way. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Discarding those two lands might backfire here. Oh, no. We didn't even draw a sweeper. Alright, at least we drew a land. Oh, we really need an Iron Crag feat. What we would give for an Iron Crag feat. Everything. That would be it. That's what we need. The Dratchetic looks sweet. Yeah, more Pauper is something that could potentially happen. Tony has Annex. Gonna go passing. Nykthos. Well, pass the turd. Do we live long enough? The Drat Shack does look sweet. Welcome back to the Fishbowl, by the way. Big super cheer for you. Oh, Gideon will come back, I'm sure. There'll be some excuse. But Venser doesn't get to come back. And Venser's cool. Does our opponent want tokens, or are they learning a legend rule lesson? I guess we're about to find out. I think they're learning a... Well, they do get a lot of tokens. About it. No attacks. Well, Warcaller. Go. Do we get to untap? Are we going to get whacked? Are we going to get whacked? 1, 2, 4, 5. I mean, we have the Star of Extinction kill if we untap. Opponent, combat. Attacks with everything. Block, block. Embercleave. Embercleave kills us in half. Tarka's command. Oh my goodness, we go to 1? Oh, but we lose Boros Reckoner. Yeah, alright. Oh! Oh! Do we just run it back? Do we just run it back and do another league? We finished 2-1, and the deck did good things and it did horrible things, and that last opponent just had really the right cards. So what do you think? Do we run this back, or do you want to play something else? Star doesn't do anything with Annex out, though. Opponent just gets infinite satyrs. So it doesn't actually do anything crazy. I don't actually have a new deck, though. Maybe I should. People want to see a new deck, but what new deck do you want to see? The one people have asked about is that Bringer deck. I will tell you right now that we will most likely go for the rest of the stream, but it would be sweet if it did things even once. This deck is pretty fun. Mono white. Yeah, it was a fast league. We just played land destruction, right? Upgrade land destruction. Yeah, there was a Bringer deck we had an instant deck tech of. It is definitely max jank against the odd style. But Gideon turns. Well, a lot of people want to upgrade land destruction. Interesting. I'm actually very surprised that everyone wants to upgrade land destruction. I mean, we can upgrade land destruction. I don't actually have... I'm going to have to get the cards again. That seems to be the most popular request, so... Alright. Yeah, Cube is definitely sweet, but I think we're going to stick with Constructed for today. Alright, so we can upgrade land destruction. I'm actually not sure how big of a deal the upgrades are. Like, I think they improve the deck, but looking back on our league, I'm not actually sure that we lost any games because of the build. So I would say, basically what we talked about, I think you want Pillage over Boom Bust. And then I think you want, like, Rabble Master. Yeah, the sideboard is definitely not very good. And then I think you want Rabble Master over Eidolon. So many 3-drops. Rabble Master over Eidolon. Eidolon goes to the sideboard. 1 Hazoret. Could Hazoret. I think the concern is the curve is ridiculous. Look at this curve. Do we have enough fast mana? That's the other concern. Maybe we need more fast mana with this build. Yeah, then I think sideboard. Eidolon is actually a card that I think is good in the sideboard. But then I think you want Dragon's Claw for the red matchup. I don't think you want Dismember as your removal spell, or Lava Dart, or Smash, for that matter. You probably do need Artifact Hate, but what would the best Artifact Hate be? Probably, like, Shattering Spree, I would assume. So, like, Shattering Spree, or maybe just a Braid. A Braid is probably the way to go. A Braid being able to hit creatures, too, is nice. It walks the line. You can bring in a Braid, and then maybe, like, Magmatic Sinkhole. Shenanigans offers some possibilities as well. Maybe something like this. Like, this is our Dismember that doesn't kill us. Eidolon I do like in the sideboard for Storm-style matchups. Dragon's Claw for the red matchups. Tormod's Crypt. Is there any reason not to play Relic and be able to draw a card? Probably not. Like, we can afford one extra mana, I think. So maybe play Relics over Crypts. We could Leyline of the Void as well. Leyline of the Void is the hardest. Well, I don't actually... Oh, I have 4 of these. I used to own so many from drafting Modern Masters. Chalice. See, Chalice, I think, would require getting rid... We'd have to get rid of Lightning Bolt for a Braid, which actually might be optimal anyway. Maybe we drop the Lightning Bolts from the main deck, play a Braids, and then we could play Chalice, at least in the sideboard. So play a Braids in the main deck, and then Chalice in the sideboard. Ooh, Scred is another good idea. Do we want Chalice or do we want Scred? That's the question. We could run Boom Bust if we change the mana base. Ooh, what did Gavin say? Well, if we're gonna Chalice, then we... Then I guess we just Leyline. Chalice, Leyline. Something like that? Snow-covered mountain and scrying sheets. How bad does this hurt our mana? It's probably fine. Does Chalice work with Trinisphere? Yeah, they work fine together. Well, this is more land destruction. More land destruction than Scred. Yeah, maybe we just keep it like this. Is there any way to get more value out of the mana? We do need some cards. Now it's Mono Red Prison. Is it, though? I mean, I guess it's Mono Red Prison E, but it's still land destruction based. All we really changed was... Huh. Stormbeth Dragon. Put in Boom Bust and add the lands for it. I feel like it's still going to be inconsistent. I feel like, so if we wanted to Boom Bust, I think we would need to be able to run Boom Bust with some amount of consistency. So say we want to play the Boom Bust over, let's say, Stone Rain. So if we want to run the Boom Bust, I think we would need to add a bunch of fetch lands. Probably at least like 6 fetch lands, maybe. Which basically can turn Boom Bust into a 3-mana land destruction spell. And then we could play indestructible lands like Darksteel Citadel. I wonder if it's worth the effort, though. I'm not, like, what do you gain? Not that much. Like, that's kind of the issue, is unless you have an indestructible land, you're still using this like a 3-mana land destruction spell if you're doing it with fetch lands. So then is it really enough of an upgrade over Stone Rain to make all those changes? We have not yet. The Horizon lands do feel good. I kind of think we just leave Boom Bust out. Uh-oh. What did... Oh, okay. This goes in there. Yeah, I think Boom Bust is just not really... I don't think it's really worth the effort, and we still have... We still have, I wonder if 4 of these is too many. That's probably fine-ish. Hopefully. Something like that. The only thing I would say is another ritual. Like, maybe we only go 3 Rabble Masters and go up 1 more ritual. All right, let me grab the cards and we'll give it a try. You could play Chalice in the main. The question is, what would we cut for Chalice in the main? Yeah, I think that Boom Bust is very good in the white version. I do agree with that. What would we take out of the main for Chalice, though? We'd probably have to cut Land Destruction. Or maybe Chalice is better than Ensnaring Bridge. We also don't have any Anger of the Gods, which is weird. Like, we don't actually have a Sweeper, which is a bit concerning. I think without any sweepers, we probably do need Ensnaring Bridge, since we don't have a sweeper. All right, one second. Ordering cards. Can't see chat. Chalice. All right, you figured out, chat. Do we want to play Chalice in the main deck or the sideboard? I think the main thing the deck wants to do, which we learned, is Trinisphere people. That is the focus. That was the best thing the deck could do. And Trinisphere is insane. That is also very clear. Almost got the cards. Snaring Bridge. Usually I just import the list, but since we're already halfway through. Trinisphere. And then the lands. Almost back to Magic. And then we can figure out why we're waiting for the cards to show up if we want to play main deck or sideboard Chalice. All right, cards are ordered. All right, so what did you figure out, chat? What are we doing? Please play either 1 mana removal in the main or Chalice in the main. They board out for each other. So you think... Gemstone Caverns. Yeah. Gemstone is, Oh, I didn't order one. Oh, no. Like, as a 1 or 2 of Gemstone is fine. Good even. Probably a little less good without Blood Moon, but I think that's still fine. A Braid is weird in the main. I don't really like Fulminator because it only hits non-basics, and we want to be able to blow up basics. So I feel like Fulminator is worse than the rest of our land destruction. Blood Moon. I think we already did a league with the Minotaur deck, and then people decide to they wanted to switch it up. The curve is a bit monstrositous. Manaless Commander. Oh, let me see this pile, Samurai. Crim doesn't need lands. I mean, that almost seems like it could work at first glance. The only other thing is, normally we're not allowed to Soul Ring, Mana Crypt, Mana Vault, but maybe exceptions could be made. Could we try Collected Conjuring for double land destruction? That would take a lot of... We'll look at it. We'll look at it before we start playing. I don't think it'll work. We will look at it, though. Collected Conjuring, I feel like Wizards made it in a way where it's so hard to actually make work. So hard. So we will look at the math, though, before we start playing the league, because I think it's interesting to look up. Is it crazy to play some filter lands with Leyline? I mean, I don't know if I'd say it's crazy, but we're probably not going to be casting Leyline. So, Collected Conjuring. So, it's basically Collected Company for sorceries. So, the issue is we have a total of 12 hits. So 12 hits. Captain Northgood, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. So if we pull up our handy-dandy hypergeometric calculator, we have 60 cards. We have 12 that are hits. Our sample size is 6. What are the odds of us hitting 2? 34% that will hit hit 2 or more. The odds that we hit 1, 75%. The odds that we hit 0, 25%. So we'll whiff 1 out of 4 times. We'll hit 1. We'll hit 1 34% of the time. And then we'll hit 2 the other 40%. It's just, the math is so tough. What is the name of that site? That is a good question. I just have it bookmarked. It is StatTrek, StatTrek. I'm like losing my voice. StatTrek.com, online calculator. If you get to StatTrek.com, you should be able to find it. But hypergeometric calculator. So that's kind of the issue, is I don't think the math actually lines up. All right, let's just try this. Let's try it exactly as it is. It's not 100%, I'm sure. We're building it on stream, but we should still be able to make some opponents miserable at least. Like, it seems like there's a decent chance that we can lock some people out of the game. Modo. Making us select our deck again. Alright, let's lock some people out of games. See what happens. Hey, you're welcome, Felicio. Yeah, it's kind of the goal, is to have fun and forget the world's problems for a couple hours. I don't get Leyline of the Void. If I were to put Leyline, it would be Leyline of the Sanctity, because discard is so good against your deck. I don't think discard is that good against this deck, honestly. I think it's like, I guess it's okay-ish, but I don't think it's that good. We ended up cutting Boom. Why no Karn? I mean, there's a lot of things you could play in the deck. You could play Karn. So with manaless decks, just aggressively mulligan for free mana. Yeah, that would be the way to do it. 1, 2. Wow, I'm tempted to keep this. Any mana source gets us to Chandra. Ooh, risky. We are on the play. So close. We only have 20 lands. Hey, what's up, Enduring Tron? How are you? Yeah. But if we turn 1 Pillage, are we going to keep it? I think we get them all. If I was on the draw, we'd keep it. Wow, this is similarly problematic. But now we are going to keep. We're basically in the same position where we need one more mana source to get down Chandra, and then everything unlocks. Okay, interesting. Land? All right, there's a land. So we get to... Can we stick it to Trod? Can we stick it to Trod? What do we do here? Is it still just Chandra? Trinosphere, you think? Chandra first. Chandra adds us mana for next turn. Yeah, we got a Chandra. So we'll Ritual. That's the biggest upside of Chandra is just that it offers us mana. So we know we can cast our stuff next turn, thanks to the Chandra mana. Off to a good start, and then we can get the Trinosphere lock going, potentially. Power plant. Opponent passing. Take up for mana. All right, yeah. What is the correct fetch? What is the correct Trod land to hit? Do you play the one you have two of first, or do you hold that because you know your opponent's going to think that you'll play the one you have two of first? Mine. Let's go mine. Pass the turn. Oh, let me see, Lucas Donnell. Oh, they had another mine. Boo. Well, blow up your mine. I think we guessed wrong. Pass the turn. About it. Oh, got him! Oh, that went pretty well. Mono red land destruction. Ooh. Karn seems like a cool idea. Kind of a planeswalker heavy land destruction spell. Or land destruction deck. That looks sweet. I really like Koth too. Koth is a sweet planeswalker. As a Tron player, our rule is first play the Tron lane you have the most of. So our guess was pretty bad then, if that's the rule. As a Tron player, how scared are you of Chalice? Okay, so I just tried out 2 games with my friend. The deck is super fun. Also, the memes will be legendary. Who for the no land deck? All right, Samurai. Well, thank you for putting together. I might see if I can bend the rules. The no Soul Ring rule for this deck. If there was ever a deck where it would be acceptable, it's probably this one. Well, against Eldrazi Tron and traditional Tron are a bit different. Not scared of Chalice at all. It shuts down all your cantrips, though. We'll just keep it the same. Keep it the same. Blow up the lands. Stick it to Trod. That is a good point, Samurai. Because it's Crim Week, then I should be able to break the rules. You're right. You're very right. Have you ever tried a Hirobi Death Whale? I don't know if we've ever played Hirobi, actually. Expedition Mop. Well, Mountain. Go. Boo. Yeah, play draw. Concerning. Ritual. Blow up your tower. Did we play Hirobi? Whoa! Warping Whale. Oh, this is very bad. Very, very bad news. the worst of news. Oh, not good. Not good. Opponent, more Tron lands. Well, pillage. Cracks the map. Eidolon's mostly good against Storm-style combo decks. Oh, yeah, we'll take damage off of it, but hopefully it's keeping us from... Land destruction? No. Well, Trinosphere it is, I guess, past the turn. No Tron, no Tron, no Tron. Land destruction, please. Alright, Urza's mine. Chalice. Well, that actually shuts down our Abrade. Well, alright, here we come. Monkey beats! Oh, opponent. Seagate Wreckage. Karn. Oh boy. Oh boy. Opponent. What you got? Come on, send me a Spirit Guide. Worth a crumble in the board for Tron and Valakut. Might be. I mean, in theory, just 12 land destruction spells should be pretty good against those decks, but... Warping Whale is my version of Haven of the Spirit Dragon. Have over 100. It does seem like the kind of spell that could be heavily played. And I guess it does see a decent amount of sideboard play in colorless decks, but... Yeah, the good old Hardcast Simian Spirit Guide line. Yeah, this Chalice is rough. I guess maybe we should have taken out the Ensnaring Bridges for more artifact destruction. Play draw is just a huge deal. Opponent gets the Liquid Metal Coating. More lands. Is this Eldrazi Tron that's just really good at sending up Tron? Hit Karn. Land number 40 million past the turn. Is it crazy to like the idea of a blue-red version of this deck with Remand and Jace? No, is it land destruction? Could work. Alright. Opponent pays some life, dismembers, keeps their Karn alive. Oh, it is Eldrazi Tron! Oh, haha! You played yourself, opponent. That's something that I did last league. Literally that exact same thing. I can't make fun of our opponent too much because I did exactly that line. Oh, it's Eldrazi Tron. Okay, I guess we should be playing... Huh. Blood Moon would be good in this matchup. Maybe we do want Blood Moon in the sideboard. Yeah, our opponent is doing a surprisingly good job of hitting Tron for Eldrazi Tron. Well, keep him off Tron. The Seagate Wreckage is another issue, though. Yeah, we did a league with Minotaurs, and then people wanted to try to upgrade mono red land destruction, so we did a switcheroo for the end of the stream. Don't take naps. Yeah, we're in a pretty rough spot here with this Karn out. Sorceress Spyglass is something we probably should have thought about including in the sideboard. Definitely needed to include in the sideboard. Totally forgot about that. Either Pithing Needle or Sorcerer's Spyglass because of Red and 6. And it also would be good against the Planeswalkers from this deck. We ended up 2-3. I mean, if it doesn't get disrupted, it can be very powerful. But it is also very disruptible. This Chalice is making our life tough. Pass the turn. Wouldn't you rather have lightning bolts instead of abrades? Wow, opponent's just rolling right back into Tron. Yeah. So I think we just lose to this Walking Ballista now. Pumps, pumps, pumps. I'm gonna kill the bridge. Alright. Sure, you got us about it. Favorite kind of sandwich, and why is it an egg sandwich? I mean, I do like eggs. Probably ham and cheese. I like a good, just a good old ham and cheese sandwich. Well, we'll bring in the sinkholes. Eldrazi-tron. So Trinisphere doesn't actually feel that good against our opponent. It feels decidedly medium. Since all their stuff is so expensive anyway, they don't have many spells that are less than 3 mana. Maybe go down, Maybe go down a couple Trinispheres and just run it like that. What about playing Snow Mountains in Skred? Definitely could. That is, I mean, you could make it like a Skred deck. I think that's part of the question. So much land destruction, so few lands. Well, okay. This we can keep. Rabblemaster to the bottom. Land go. Well, we'll see. Turn 2 Chandra, maybe. Tower. Well, play land. Ritual. Ritual. Chandra. Dig up Chandra. Ooh, we would love to cast you Molten Rain, but we can't. Pass the turn. Trinisphere is fine with Chalice, right? Power plant for our EP. How is this Eldrazi Tron deck so ridiculously good at... So ridiculously good at assembling Tron? It's really insane. Alright, blow up a land, pass the turn. Ah! Got him! It does feel good to stick it to Tron. Oh, that was a little yodely. I don't yodel often enough. All right, that was good. Thank you. Thank you, Gareth. I'm glad you appreciate my angelic yodeling. That was good though. That was really good. Well, we can blow up lands. That's what we're here for. Can't do much else, and that's a lot of lands. Actually, maybe we spin this. Yeah, let's mulligan. Okay, this is better. This is much better. I think we put Rabblemaster to the bottom and go on our Trinisphere plan. Well, off to a good start. Cavern of Souls on human. And, Ether Vial. Pillage can blow up an artifact, though, so that's nice. Yeah, I think we gotta pass. Yeah, we also have the braids, which are good. And ensnaring bridges. We have a bunch of stuff that's good. I think we gotta wait one more turn until we start doing things. I think spending 3 cards to blow up Ether Vial, there's such a high risk of us not drawing another land and doing nothing. Ugh. Oh boy. Okay. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Bone it. Passes. Yeah, we're gonna need a Simian Spirit Guide. Not a Simian Spirit Guide. We're gonna need a... Ensnaring Bridge. This is bad. This is real bad. Well, that's the power of Ether Vial. Boo. Boo! About it. Upkeep what, Naps? What card would you be most excited to have a similar printing so you could run 8 of them? Heartless Summoning, by far. Heartless Summoning decks are really good and really powerful, but they often are really rough if you don't hit Heartless Summoning. Panharmonicon I love, but I'm actually not sure. Our reputation might be getting us some free points here. Photo name's Blood Moon, which is technically not in our deck. I mean, we can lock our opponent, but I think it's going to be too slow. Ether Vial, just so good. So our opponent can't cast spells unless they hit another land, but we can't survive what's on the battlefield. So we got to draw Ensnaring Bridge, and we got to draw it very quickly. Yeah, Panharmonicon, I'm not sure how many more than 4 I could run. Heartless Summoning I would run 8 of, in basically every Heartless Summoning deck. So we're taking 8. We gotta draw a bridge this turn. Chandra. Doesn't do anything, and we're dead. Yeah, Anger the Gods. Anger the Gods is a card that might be necessary in this deck. Unearth. Would Unearth be good here? A Dark Ritual would probably be busted. Dark Ritual's not even usually legal in in most formats, right? Dark Ritual in Modern would be busted. Well, I mean, I think this is mostly the plan. We'll keep the Abrades. Rabble Master's medium. Alright, run it like that. Oh, 8 Black Lotuses would be insane. Yeah, Trinisphere doesn't do anything if our opponent has Vial. Fulminator, I feel like, is worse than the other land destruction. Yeah, we've been good at getting the one-landers. Ugh. Alright. This is not the most exciting hand, but I guess technically we can turn to a Rabble Master and just cross our fingers. Hey, welcome, Flippy Flappy. Good to have you. We played a league with the Minotaur deck, Smart, and then the consensus was people wanted to update the land destruction deck, so we switched it up for part 2 of the stream. Opponent, Violent again. Interesting. I think we gotta... What do we do? Huh. Yeah, I think we got to. The Minotaur deck went 2 and 3. It's just so risky to leave Ether Vial because we saw last game. That means like Thalos Lieutenant Champion, make a huge board, and then Rabble Master just doesn't do anything for the rest of the game. So I feel like getting rid of Vial first, oh, they probably had it too, is worth it. Ooh. Well, Sphere you. Hope our opponent does not have another land. Oh, this is a big moment. Do they have land number 3? If they don't, oh, no, opponent. Oh, come on now. All right. So opponent has all the lands. Casts the Freebooter to take our pillage. Oh, we need our opponent to not have a land there. Growing the champion. Uh, what mistake are we learning from Bellic? Opponent snags a pillage. And getting in, getting in. Yeah. Aww. Ritual is a dead card. Well, Rabble Master. Oh, we were so close. So close. Alright, opponent gets a token. So what are you rooting for most from Ikoria? Commander Clash Live is tomorrow night. Username hopefully not taken. Tomorrow night, 7 Eastern. So an hour later than the normal stream, officially. Although, I might be on a few minutes before it actually starts. Have you ever been approached by loading running to do magic stuff like the pre-release? A long time ago, we talked about the pre-release, but I wasn't able to make the trip, so it could be something that happens at some point. Opponent, Meddling Mage with full information. Yeah, this is looking bad. More dinosaurs make sense. Yeah, the Ixalan box batch of dinosaurs, medium. Decidedly medium, power level wise. I guess more of them is going to be good for a commander, assuming we do get some. Yeah, we don't actually have anger either. Opponent's 0 for 2 with Meddling Mage names. Let's attack first, I think. If our opponent wants to trade Meddling Mage, actually, no, that's fine. That's fine. We're just gonna bridge. So for Commander Clash Live, I will be streaming here. I'll be streaming here. Tomer will be at Budget Commander. Richard, I think is MTG Goldfish _ Richard. And then Andrew is, or no, sorry, Krim, not Richard. Richard is out this season. Krim will be at the Asian Avenger, twitch.tv Asian Avenger. Andrew, I believe, is streaming on his YouTube stream, but I will have to check with him because I'm not 100% sure where Andrew streams. So wherever Andrew normally streams. Why is it Crim Week? So usually when the cast rotates for a new season, usually try to do a episode in the person's honor. So Crim hasn't got one yet. We got to do Andrew Week, but we haven't got to do Crim Week yet. Crim will still be around next season, but he won't be... But he won't be on every single episode. Alright, we'll take it. I guess we should just get empty-handed. Probably. About it. Tapping mana, untapping mana. Yeah. No, Krim will definitely still be around. He's not going away or anything, but usually when we have a new season of Commander Clash, the cast always ends up rotating. So Krim will just not be Commander Clashing as consistently as past seasons. Alright. Pass the turn. And we'll see how long we can hide behind our bridge. So no Andrew and no Krim. As regular every week Commander Clash cast members, that is correct. Unfortunately, no return of Jake. I think Jay is just done with content, gone a different direction. I tried to get in contact with him to do a one-time reunion episode a while ago, and I couldn't make it happen. So, as much as I would love to have a Jake come back, that one seems slightly unlikely to me, unfortunately. Oh, do I got to do this now? I guess. Well, whatever. We can lose our 1/1s. That's fine. I want to kill this freebooter at the end of our opponent's turn to get back the pillage. And then blow up a land, and then have our opponent Trinisphere locked? I think that's what we're playing towards. Does Richard come back? Richard will be around next season. I don't want to give away too much. Ask Tomer. Ping Tomer. This is kind of Tomer's baby this season. Tomer has some ideas that we're trying out, so I don't want to give away too much because Tomer is doing a lot of work and putting a lot of effort into it. So I don't want to overstep and spoil any of Tomer's surprises. But I will tell you, obviously, we did an Andrew week, we're doing a Krim week, so you know that they aren't every week cast members like they were in the past. Meddling Mage. There is no way they name Magmatic Sinkhole. Literally no way. If they name Magmatic Sinkhole, it's just not possible. Blood Moon. Boy, I don't know if I've ever seen Meddling Mages. Opponent is naming cards that you would expect to be in my deck, but they're not actually in our deck, and we're getting a lot of free value out of that. Woo! Oh boy. Worst Meddling Mages ever. Alright, that's good. Another Trinisphere. Well, Pillage, lock ya. The only risk is if we don't stay empty-handed. That is a concern. We gotta stay low enough on cards that our opponent can't attack us, or else we're gonna be in trouble. But our opponent's locked out of playing spells, and we might be set to win the long game if our opponent doesn't draw lands. Pwned it. Will there be another Battle of the Bands next season? I do not have... No. Lesson about to be learned. The Trinisphere lesson. Opponent learning the joy of Trinisphere. Nope. Still not going to work. I will tell you that this season is going to be something brand new. Something that we have never done before. So, I can give you that much information. I can't tell you all the themes because I don't actually even know all the themes. But I will tell you it's different than anything in the first... Yeah, sorry about the coughs. Hopefully I'm not coming down with anything. But... Oh, double bridges. Is it? How do we loot? I think we wait. Yeah, I think we wait on the bridge. Because of Deputy of Detention? I think... Is it risky? I guess it's kind of risky. But Deputy of Detention is risky. I don't think we can draw because we risk... Let's just wait a turn. Pass the turn. Next turn we'll decide. Yes, we are becoming a brawl series. It is definitely not that. So we cracked this, draw a card. Ugh. We got to keep casting stuff. We have to. Oh, we just want land destruction so our opponent can't ruin our day. All right, bridge number 2. At least now with Sinkhole, if our opponent does have Deputy, we can kill it and get our bridges back. Have you guys ever considered editing down versions of Commander class? Love watching them. Have a hard time with the length sometimes. There might be... Wow, opponent's got all the Horizon canopies. Ooh, Ether Vial. That's less than ideal. That gets around what we're doing. Ooh, this feels bad, but... Stone Rain. I'll blow up Horizon Canopy. Sunbay Canyon. But our opponent... Ooh, they have an Ether Vial. Are we going to lose this after all this? Is our opponent going to jank us out? No. There might be some Commander content that is similar to what you're asking about, the shorter stuff, but I don't think it would be Commander Clash in general. So one of the things is, with Commander Clash, I mean, what do you like in Commander content? That's actually a good question. So I think one style is, I guess Andrew is actually a good example. MTG Mudsta. Ugh. That's not a pillage, is it? Okay. Yeah. Pass the turn. So one style is like the Andrew style. And another would be like the Commander Clash style. Are you going to do a video with Bring to Lotus? Possibly. The thing is, the main difference... The main difference is actually the narration. So, with like Commander Versus or Commander Clash, you actually have everyone bantering. With the shorter content, it's mostly just a voiceover. So that's kind of like where the big trade-off or difference is. Phantasmal Image, Meddling Mage. We gotta draw a way to blow up this Ether Vial. We gotta draw it soon. We're running out of time here. Really miss Inquest Magazine's Dead Man's Hand article. Are you guys ever gonna do something like that article on your site? What is the Dead Man's Hands article? Okay, wow! I've never seen anything like this. You know our opponent is not stream sniping. I will tell you that, but our opponent's literally whiffed with every single possible Meddling Mage name. Hallelujah. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. All right. Back to our opponent not doing anything. Back to trying to get empty-handed. Commander Clash Live is tomorrow night during the stream time, except slightly later. 7 Eastern tomorrow night. I mean, we haven't been holding on to cards intentionally, but we have had to find answers to our opponent's stuff. Opponent gets sacked to draw a card, which is, wow, okay. Pass the turn. Are we going to win that? What a weird, long, crazy game, but the Trinisphere is coming through. Pass the turn. Yeah, Chandra would be great if we had it. Unclaimed Territory. Unhuman. Opponent passes. Can we keep hitting land destruction? Oh, crag it. Ritual. A braid. Oh, cast ritual. Pass the turn. This is game 2. Is this a variation on the Much Brew deck? Yeah, people wanted to make the changes we talked about in the video and give it another shot. Transfer number 3. If you keep the goblins alive, you could win with them. That's true, but it's going to take a lot of turns. Like, it's going to take a lot of turns to actually win with them. And we're still at risk of dying to Deputy of Detention. Yeah, a Braid is an answer to Deputy of Detention. About it. Let's see if our opponent can name a card that is in our deck this time. Has a double illusion text. Okay, Chandra. Sure. Ugh! No! 10 billion! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for our new subscriber. Alright. Pass the turn. We can't cast Chandra anyway this turn, so we might as well just wait. And hope our opponent casts something else. I don't... Ugh. What unfortunate timing. We finally hit a Chandra after 27 cards, and it's a turn after Meddling Mage number 20. Well... Kill the Meddling Mage. Double sacrifice. I don't think it's supposed to copy that ability, but... Okay. About it. What a weird, weird, weird game. Ensnaring Bridge. I'll play Chandra. Oh, opponent scoops it up! Oh my goodness, this game. Yeah, I don't know why they haven't went after... We got there on turn 19. Unfortunately, we're going to be on the draw for this game, which is problematic, but... Copying time alteration... Oh, is it actually supposed to copy the illusion text twice? Interesting. Well, let's say it does nothing. Alright, this will keep... Bridge to the bottom. No fast mana, but our opponent's also mulliganing. Eidolon... Eidolon is basically just for combo decks. Sure, it would like ping our opponent for damage, but also ping us for damage, and they have a faster clock than we do. So it's mostly for spell-based combo decks is the main time that it's coming in. Yeah, Ritual would be great. Yeah, this is an update on Mono Red Land Destruction. Chalice is good if you can dodge the Ether Vials. The Ether Vials are... That's kind of what the game revolves around. Ether Vial gets around a lot of what we're trying to do. Opponent mulling to 5 probably improves our land destruction. Alright, they have 2 lands at least. Alright. Yesterday I played a game against Esper Control with my build of Abs and Rights. I won on turn 34 with 8 cards left in the deck, 2 games in a row. That is insane. 8 Kaya's Guile. Woo. Alright, Thalia's Lieutenant by itself. Sure. Ritual. Simeon Spirit Guide. Anything that makes fast mana. Alright, Stone Rain. Ooh, is it going to be fast enough is the question. Opponent untaps. We'll see. Opponent. Ooh, Noble Hierarch. Yeah, That's bad. And gets it. It's us. Sure. Well. So opponents developing their mana. Oh, there's the Simian Spirit Guide. Well. Stone Rain Cavern. Pass the turn. Oh, if we drew it one card earlier, it would have been so good. Yeah, booms are gone. No booms. Just cut them for pillages mostly. Wouldn't Dampening Sphere be better against combo since we won't take damage? Alright, Freebooter. Thankfully, I have a lot of good cards. So just one Freebooter shouldn't be able to beat us. Okay, takes the bridge. Gets in, hits us. So taking the damage is fine against combo decks that are mostly trying to win in one turn. But against a deck like this, they're being able to attack us with creatures. We're not really as consistently. So the damage is actually... Taking 2 to cast our pillage and stuff is actually like a pretty big negative. Sinkhole's interesting. Oh, the sequencing of this is going to be interesting. Puzzle-based article where to figure out how to win. Here's a picture. Ooh, let me see those. Oh, I see. Yeah, Possibility Store was kind of like this. That was on the site for a while. There could be more puzzly stuff. Is that something you'd like? Yeah, I think this is worth it. Hopefully Chandra lives. I mean, this is the highest upside line. If our opponent can't play a 1-drop to pump Thalia's Lieutenant, Chandra lives, and then we can kill Kite Sail free. Opponent top decks a land. Yeah, this is bad. Bad. Oh, this is the worst. Okay, that is the absolute last thing we needed to have happen. Oh no. We need a Chandra to live so we can kill Freebooter and play Ensnaring Bridge. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Chandra. Face. Oh no. Down to 10. Play the mountain. Oh, pass the turn. Oh, are we just going to make it or just not make it? Opponent. That Ziggurat off the top was so good for our opponent. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, get rid of Freebooter. Take our beats to 3. Ensnaring Bridge. Oh my god. This is so ridiculously close. We need a land. We need a land. We need a land next turn. We're going to 1. If we draw a land, we can lock in Trinisphere. And we might be good. We have Rabblemaster too. Boat it. So we're dropping to 1. Yeah, we might do a qualifier sometime. It's something I will be more interested in after Standard is refreshed with Ikoria. Opponent hits us. Yeah. Gotta get empty-handed. Ritual, land. Phantasmal Image. Noble Hierarch. Ugh. That's not optimal. Oh, that actually puts us to dead regardless. Yeah, alright. Oh, so close. So close. The Godzilla League's just not sure about if they're actually real or not. Well, that was about as long of a game as you can play with Mono Red Land Destruction. Wow, that was a ridiculous match. Ether Vial decks are definitely tough. Uh, Anger's not in the deck, so there's no Anger to try to draw into. We get to play first. There is no Anger. Yeah, I think that's the main question about the Godzilla leaks is, well, okay. Let's see what happens. Turn 1 Chandra is sweet. If we can follow it up with Trinisphere, it's sweeter. Well, land, Simian Spirit Guide, Desperate Ritual. Desperate Ritual. Chandra. Take it up. Hit ya. Alright, turn 1 Chandra, go. What do you got, opponent? Please let us Trinisphere you. Flooded Strand. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it's a tough one to figure out. It really is. We will take up for mana. It's tough to figure out with the leaks. There's some things that make you think they could be real, like the quality, their art that we don't know of. Other things that seem fake, like a fighter jet in the art. I don't know. Trinisphere. Pass the turn. I mean, we're in pretty good shape this one. This is probably a good game. Like, the good hands with this deck are so insane. They've never done it before. It's just not a thing that they've ever done, period. Well, now we start blowing up lands. Make sure our opponent can't play through Trinisphere. And this is what the deck, and now we get to Ultimate Chandra. Like, this is where the deck wants to be. This is when the deck is spectacular. Will Commander Clash Live be on MTG Goldfish Replay? So it'll definitely go up on the main YouTube as an episode once it's edited. I assume that my perspective will be on the replay YouTube as well. But it will also go up as a regular Commander Clash episode after it is edited. Yeah, load up. Who's in charge of Goldfist's Instagram account? Richard runs it. Why, Logie Bear? So you think they're real promo cards that were altered to be Godzilla and such? Another land for our Reputed. Oh, Chandra, mana. Pillage, Island. And opponent scoops it up. Oh, I thought maybe I had suggestions or something about the Instagram feedback. Well, that was pretty good. So opponents snow control, snowco control Q. Chalice. Probably not worth it. Sinkhole. Yeah, run it back. Playtest name makes sense. Yeah, as a promo card, I'm definitely fine with it. I think if it is real, I think having cards with two names strikes me as strange. Like having the name on the top of the card not be the actual name that works as far as the rules of Magic. To me, that is the weird part that I think seems problematic. They did it in mystery boosters. They seem to be fake, but counters that grant abilities may be realistic. Yeah, that seems possible. That would make sense with the mechanics like mutate. Do you think they would ever print a 2020? Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they did at some point. The question is how much it would cost. Yeah, Marilage was a 2020, but that took more work than just casting a creature. I wonder what the right mana cost is for a 2020. I think to be modern playable, what would your 2020 have to cost? I don't know if a vanilla 2020 for 4. Well, okay, so I guess I'm discounting things like Fling and Thud, but pretending those cards didn't exist, as a creature, I'm not sure if vanilla 2020 for 4 would see play in modern. Maybe. With 5, it wouldn't, I don't think. A vanilla 2020 for 5, I don't think would be modern playable. At least like competitive modern. We definitely like against the odds it or something. But like I said, this is discounting shenanigans, flings and thuds and, stuff like that. But just as a creature. Yeah, the 10-10 for 5 definitely did not see much play. That didn't even really see standard play, honestly. Although 5 green does limit where it can see play. Yeah, that is part of it, that 5 green mana is asking a lot. Maybe that's the Nightmare Squirrel. 1 mana 2020? Astrolabe. Mountain. This is very interesting. Huh. So we can spend both of our rituals on something. Rabble gets got hard by Coatl, though. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it. We're here to do splashy things. Let's go for it. Actually, maybe Trinisphere is just better. Yeah, we'll Rabble Master. Rabble. Get in. Another ritual would not be bad. But this is a fast clock. Like, Rabble Master is a very aggressive clock. Bode. 19. Untaps. 0 mana 2020. The world's best Ornithopter. Ooh, Desperate Ritual. I'll go to combat. Goblin. Attack. Okay, gonna path the goblin. So we get a land. Go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. And, Desperate Ritual. Molten Rain. Pass the turn. Oh, how close? How close will it be? We need our opponent to stop hitting land drops, preferably. Trinisphere. Oh, alright, opponent has a land. Passes. Should have targeted the basic. Why target the basic? We get damage by targeting the non-basic. Get in. Opponent. Hit him. 13. Gonna be close. Del Roaz for the 42nd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Trinisphere coming down. Okay. Opponent untaps. Hoping for lands. No land. No land. We need more land destruction. That's what we mostly need. Alright, Field of Ruin. So opponent does get to kind of play Magic. How about a 1 mana 20/20 that comes into play with 19 -1/-1 counters and has a way to remove them? Something like that. I mean, that would kind of be like the Death Shadow technique. Like a 1 mana 20/20 that got smaller based on your opponent's life total or something. Something like that could definitely work. So there are kind of tricky ways to get around it. Trinisphere Rex Storm, yes. If it stays on the battlefield, it is insane. Single's not modern legal. It would be sweet if it was, because Single's it probably is too good, but 2 mana land destruction is pretty strong. What's our opponent doing? Archmage's Charm. Well. Yeah, let's do it. Blow up that. Opponent draws some cards. Yeah, it would be pretty sweet if it was. I think it's worth getting rid of the Astrolabe. It's just so easy to cast everything with Astrolabe out. And if our opponent wants to redeploy, it's going to cost 3 mana. Shielded by Faith. Is that the combo one with Sanoa? The one that moves around? Yeah, Commander Legend should be sweet. I'm also hyped for that. Yeah, we're doing it the slow way. Temple Garden. Untapped. Ugh. Feels like an Urza. Jace. Okay. At least it's not Urza. Yeah. We at least made our opponent shock themselves by the lack of colored mana. A white Death Shadow that gets -X where X is equal to your opponent's life total. Yeah, that could be sweet. Opponent taking up the Jace. Yeah, we did a league with Minotaurs and decided to finish up by playing a couple matches with the land destruction deck. Opponent. By popular demand. A Braid's not super helpful, but go to combat. I guess we gotta slog through Jays. Like, Jays sticking around will beat us. Trinisphere 2. Go. Yeah, I think our opponent might have got there this time. Yeah, the land for Chandra while our opponent was tapped out would have been nice. At least we're not doing our opponent any favor with this Field of Ruin. Phasing is a weird mechanic. Well, the no gatherings isn't really Wizards' fault. It's hard for Wizards to predict a pandemic. So, like, it's unfortunate that the focus on Commander came in the year when there's not Magic Fest at the moment, but yeah, we did get a second Goblin for free. Opponent said they forgot to set a stop. Life Shadow. I could see something like that. I want another Time Spiral block with more color shifted cards. I would love that. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but I think that would be so sweet. Like we got Damnation, then you could do Life Shadow and some of those references. I didn't realize, but since it's 2020, I find it kind of likely 2020 could be printed in Ikoria. I mean, it definitely could be. I mean, the focus on the set is huge things. That much is pretty clear. So it could just be that maybe this is when we get the 2020. Modern Horizons is not really as a planar. I guess really planar chaos. I think was more the color shifted set, but there was some time spirally, I guess, elements. Ugh. Well, go to combat. Get in at the Jace. There were some time spirally elements. Hey, welcome. Good to have you back. Brap Midval. Good to see ya. Opponent. Uh-oh. Doing things. Well, I guess we might as well kill Coatl. Hey, Jace. Down to one. Go, go, goblins. 2020 needs a card named Hindsight. Found it, taking up the Jays. But his Land Destruction deck has played much longer games than it did in our other league. We're playing the grindiest, slowest Land Destruction games. 1-1, Master Left. If you could choose any Planeswalker, what one would you like to see and what kind of ability would it have? Oh boy. Oh, jeez. I'd have to think on that. I don't even know. I don't have an awesome Planeswalker design in mind. What would be a cool Planeswalker? Maybe just less Planeswalkers. Planeswalker Panharmonicon. I think that's why I like Venser so much. Is Venser has the blink ability, so it's about as close to a Planeswalker Panharmonicon as you can get. Opponent gets Astrolabe back down. And discards. To hand size. We need more Vensers. Opponent's doing a good job of keeping his mana screwed, which is super obnoxious. Get in, hit the Jays. Play Ensnaring Bridge. Pass the turn. Teferi Corset will probably have an X cost Teferi with a static ability that counters all spells with converted mana cost equal to the loyalty counters on Teferi. Ooh. Okay. It's kind of like a Chalice of the Void Planeswalker. That could be interesting. That might actually be broken. Opponent. Taking up Jace. Yeah, I'm not sure we can win this game. I feel like it's probably going to go on for a long time, but we're pretty far behind at the moment. I guess opponent timing out is a way we could win. And we're heading that direction. A Teferi Walker that's busted, yeah. Imagine that. A broken Teferi. Icoria's boilers start on Thursday. Why play True Trinispheres? Why not play True Trinispheres? Drekken! 44, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you. Come on! Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for our new subscriber. Every Chandra. We have as many Chandras as lands at the moment. I think our opponent is continually putting lands to the bottom. Unfortunately, that just keeps putting Chandras to the top. Yeah, the deck definitely needs Sorcerer's Spyglass in the sideboard. Pote it. Tapping manas. Filtering manas. Yeah, we have all the Chandras. Okay, Cryptics, a Trinisphere. Cracks the land. How much damage have we done to Jason Mind Sculptor, and is it more than 8? Probably about 8. The thing is, if we don't keep attacking Jace, then Jace can just bounce our goblins. So we're kind of in this holding pattern where if we attack Jace, our opponent has to keep plussing Jace. If we attack our opponent, then Jace is going to have like 5 or 7 loyalty, and it just, okay, now we're going to concede. It has like 5 or 7 loyalty, and it bounces our goblins, and we don't have any threats. So we don't really have any choice but to attack Jace, because even though, yes, we've been dealing a lot of damage to Jace, we wouldn't have any threats if we weren't attacking Jace because of Jace's bounce. $88 Neobrand deck. Ooh. That sounds sweet. What is your, how do you have an $88 version of Neobrand? All right, can we finish with a 2-in-1? This will be our last game because these have gone so long and I got to upload the podcast, but can we finish with a winning record? We're going to be on the play, which is good. Let me see your $88 Neobrand app, Hilo. Yeah, Pithing Needle would definitely be sweet. Loku, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. First time sub, big super cheer for you. You don't play Rabble Master, Sphere was better turn... Wait. You don't play Rabble Master, Sphere was better 3 turn 1. Thank you for the feedback. We have Rabble Master in our deck. I think I'm slightly confused. But yeah, the deck definitely should have Pithing Needle on the sideboard. And probably Chalices and Eidolons. The sideboard definitely could still use some work. The 10-minute live build on stream usually ends up in a decent place, but definitely not 100% of the way to where we want it to be. Seasoned Pyromancer. Seasoned Pyromancer could be fine. Filtering's nice. Oh, you should start the game with Trinisphere rather than Rabble Master. Maybe. It's a tough choice. The problem is if we Trinisphere, then we only had 1 land, right? So we're kind of like locking ourselves too. Do we want the sinkholes? All we've seen is planeswalkers and quaddles. And I assume that their big thing is Uro, which doesn't actually die to sinkhole. Oh, yeah, okay. You convinced me. I actually didn't connect that dealt damage to planeswalkers. Yeah, since it deals damage to planeswalkers, it's definitely worth it. I don't know if I've ever targeted planeswalkers. I guess I didn't even actually realize that it did target planeswalkers. I thought it was my red dismember, but hitting planeswalkers does offer some value. Slow. I would say. All right, we're going to keep it. All right, here we go. Double Rabs. Can Rabs take it down? Come on, Rabble Master. It's not a great hand. It's just slow. We don't have any fast mana. So starting to cast things on turn 3 is not optimal. We also have no land destruction. I guess we can kill an Astrolabe. Yeah, if they play Astrolabe, we will abrade it. They do lean on it pretty hard. Opponent in the deck. Misty Rainforest and fast mana. Ugh, just a land. All right, Mountain go. So slow. It's fine if he doesn't interact with Trinisphere, you destroy him. Yeah, I don't know if it's that good. Oh my god, more lands. Because our opponent can just cast stuff through the Trinisphere. Like without land destruction, Trinisphere is pretty bad. Or matchup dependent at least. Like our opponent can still cast Jaces and Teferis and all that stuff for their normal price. Yeah, drawing those 2 lands in a row, definitely not ideal. Opponent thinking about this Rabble Master. Resolves. We get a dork, maybe. Okay. We do not get a dork. Opponent. Path. Not interesting enough. Well, at least we're going to have, like, all of the lands out of our deck. So there's that. We just have no lands left, so that's good, I guess. How many lands do you play? There are 20 lands in the deck. Opponent. Snow-covered island. And, yeah, this is not... I kind of feel like we shouldn't have kept this hand. It's just slow. And it doesn't have any land destruction. It just... The odds of Rabble Master working against Ice Fang Quaddle Path deck are just so low. Trinisphere's dead. I feel like it was a mistake to keep it. Yeah, you could run Blood Moons in the sideboard. I mean, $93 is still pretty impressive. Opponent has a Teferi. We draw a Simian Spirit Guide. Well, Rabble Master Part 2. Go to combat. Hit Teferi for 1. Pass the turn. I mean, you could play Boil. Boil could be an okay sideboard card. Merchant of the Veil could be worth considering. Yeah, opponent might be learning Moto or something. So Trinisphere, what Trinisphere does is make everything cost 3. That costs less than 3. So it just doesn't really do a whole lot if our opponent has 3 or 4 mana. Like, I guess maybe it stops them from double spelling or something, but really, it's not doing anything. So I don't think it's worth us spending multiple cards for a Trinisphere that just doesn't do anything. Where Trinisphere is effective is when we can blow up a bunch of our opponent's lands. And... oh. Alright. Yeah. When we can blow up a bunch of our opponent's lands and keep our opponent from being able to cast any spells, but that is not happening this game. Yeah, this one's probably over. Alright, Rabble Master, sure, go to combat. Everything at Teferi, I guess. Yeah, that Timely Reinforcement's insanely bad, especially in a Mystic Sanctuary deck. Hey, what's up, Snappy Boy? How are you? Opponent. It prevents cost reduction from going under 3 right, but it doesn't stop Delve or Phyrexian mana. Yes, because Delve and Phyrexian mana are actually costs. Opponent blocks. Okay, so we have to... oh. Yeah. Yeah, Teferi. The world's best planeswalker. Well, Simian Spirit Guide. Trinisphere. Go. I mean, yes, I forgot about Teferi, but it doesn't really change. It doesn't really change much about how that would play out. About it. Yeah, I think we went wrong with just keeping this hand. We're not gonna win the long game. Like, we're like 0% to win from this stage. We really need to make actions. What makes this deck powerful is when you do powerful things like on turn 2 and turn 3. When you do powerful things on like turn 7 or whatever, the deck's just, it's not as powerful as other decks. You got to get that early land destruction in Disruption, because at this point, our entire deck is just dead cards. Okay. Yeah, alright. So that is, if you decide to pick up this deck, keep that in mind. When it's very much an opening hand mulligan deck, and we just should not have kept that opening hand. So if you do decide to play the deck, keep that in mind, that when you look at the deck and you think about how it works, after the first couple turns of the game, if you don't start the chain of blowing up lands, Trinisphere is a dead card. All of our rituals are dead cards once we have a bunch of lands. Our land destruction, once your opponent has 4 or 5 lands, what's going down a land? It doesn't even really do anything. So most of our deck becomes dead. So if you pick up the deck, make sure you focus on doing powerful things early. And shipping, I think that maybe that's a good match to end on, because it's a good example of a hand that, when you look at it, you're like, okay, couple Goblin Rabble Masters, Trinisphere, those are some of the more powerful cards in our deck, but just casting them fairly on turn 3, not going to get the job done any percentage of the time. Sure, Helicopter Gamers. You can email it to me if you want. You could also just stick a link in the chat if you'd like. But on that note, everyone, I think that brings us to the end. I gotta go upload the podcast today. So, yeah, for a minute, General Chow. Good news is, we will be back tomorrow for Commander Clash Live, hour or later than normal. So 7 Eastern, although might come on a little bit earlier and talk about the deck. So quick reminders on the way out the door. Check out the YouTube channel, Budget Magic Podcast, all that stuff going up tonight, along with a ton of other stuff. Also, one more reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some Magic the Gathering cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. Even grab a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Most importantly, thank you to all of you for hanging out, for being awesome, for having fun this afternoon. I will see you tomorrow night. Ooh, thank you, Helicopter Gaming. If you want to, could you stick that in an email to me? saffronolive@mtgoldfish.com. So I hope you had fun, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. I love y'all. I'll see you tomorrow night. So until then, have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.